Dave, a late great moment for you right at the end there. No less than you deserved, I suppose, after that performance in the second half.
Yeah, I might be biased in saying that, but it's good that I suppose someone else sees that, even though you're biased. I had a little bit of a go at the players last week because I thought we lost a little bit of our identity around what we've become since I came to the club, and I think the second half, just the players there, the second half, that's it for me. Front foot, wanting to press, wanting to get after the ball, wanting to play forward, wanting to play some good stuff as well alongside that, but being all in, and we were that, and we got our just desserts. We deserve to get something from the game, and there'll be moments and situations that we can do better in. Did we make mistakes? Yeah, we made mistakes. Did we make bad decisions? Yeah, we made bad decisions. Did our mistakes get punished? Probably more so than their mistakes did, and that's something we need to improve. We had good opportunities, we forced them into errors, and we didn't hurt them, especially in the first half. But a good bit of composure from Fev to pick out Louis. You think it's not going to go in your favour when Fraser blocks it, but it comes back to him and then takes deflection and goes in. A great moment for everyone, for our players to be able to celebrate with our supporters behind that goal. And like I say, a deserved point, but more importantly, us being back to us.
To concede so early was always going to be, I suppose, a test of character, particularly off the back of maybe last week as well. So how proud of you were you of the reaction, I suppose, from your team and the way that they went on to take control of the game?
Yeah, let's just say that we absolutely deserved that. It was a really poor start for us, and we were a little bit rabbit in the headlights by not doing what we knew would happen. These are statistically the best team, I suppose, out of possession in terms of passive but defensive action. So they go and press. In essence, what that means, they're the best team in the league from set pieces. So they ask questions of you from long throw-ins, free kicks, corners. You have to deal with direct stuff, whether it's into Humphreys or whether it's into Cosgrove when he came on. And as a result, you've got to pick up second balls, and that's the most important bit about the game when you play against these teams, because they've got 4 good midfielders backing that up in Keeler Dunn, in Adam Phillips, Matthew Craig and Luke O'Connell. They want to play in the attacking half of the pitch and 2 wing backs that are good quality. From the kick-off, we went backwards, which is fine. Corey then didn't kick the ball anywhere near Woods, and we didn't win the first contact. We didn't win up the second ball. We spoke about not giving cheap fouls away. We give a cheap foul away on the edge of the halfway line, which allows their goalkeepers to come and smash it into our box. We don't pick up a second ball again. The ball, we have to defend it. The ball goes out for a throw-in. The ball's constantly in our defending third, if you like, and then we make a really, really poor decision. Tyler makes a poor decision to go to ground and not do his job. And we probably took 5 minutes or so to weather the storm a little bit. We dropped on a few second balls. When we did drop on a second ball, Will Collar dropped on one, played Tanto in, and we had an opportunity. And as the half progressed, we got to grips with what we'd asked them to do. So we wanted Tanto and Louis to be a little bit narrower against Luke O'Connell and Craig and drop on second balls, and then try and maybe then spin it down the sides, or get opportunities to isolate the defenders, which we did. We just then didn't punish them. A mistake that they might have made then was quickly followed by us giving them the ball back in quick succession. That's something we've done far too often this season, and the step up in level is something that probably the biggest thing for me is that occurrence, and how regularly that's happened, and we need to be better at that. I probably no more so than Louis' chance when he's got an open goal, lift the ball over the goalkeeper, and Woods has a follow-up alongside it. But second half, I can have, like I say, no complaints. I thought the subs made a big impact, which is massively important, because we're in a position now where we're getting stronger, and I've left really good players at home, if you like, and I've trained this morning, and that's it's not an easy thing to do. So the ones that has to, I suppose, carry the baton tonight have got to go and give everything they can for the team and for the club, and they've done that. And again, in some instances, that baton will be passed on Tuesday night, because it's a quick turnaround for us, and we go again. But we'll go to Shrewsbury looking to win. but looking to be us. And if we're us and things don't go as we want and we lose games, which inevitably we will over the course of the season, then I'm all right with that. I won't like it, but I'm all right with it. But I know if we can, like I say, stick to those principles and philosophies of what we want to be, and we can improve, and we will improve, then we'll have an opportunity to be competitive certainly this season, and hopefully really kick on.
I was going to ask you about your changes. Obviously, Luis Fiorini comes on and makes a difference. Jack Diamond and Jayden Fevrier both play their part in the goal as well. But also the decision to keep Louis Barry on, move him through the middle. It's all paid off in the end, hasn't it?
Yeah, listen, you have to make decisions. I think at the back end of the game, they're getting deeper and deeper. You have to sort of, I suppose, come in here. You've got to pick a team to be robust to start with. Hence, Will playing almost in a right wing back slot. You have to stop their crosses because they're very good at what they do, and they ask you to defend. So you've got to match up. He'll be playing at left wing back, if you like. If you need to play forward, you have to win your headers, you have to win your second balls. But as the game then and you've got to do your job against set pieces. But as the game then gets further on, they're becoming, I suppose, a little bit less of a threat. We've got ourselves control, and you want difference makers, you want match winners, you want people that can get in pockets of space and go and take players on and ask questions of them. And certainly the back end of the game, we had those on the pitch. I suppose we get away with it a little bit in the fact that Will has a bit of an injury, and we have to see out the last, I don't know, 8 minutes or so, essentially with 10 men, even though he's still on the pitch. But it's like I say, it's a good point for us. I'm not going to get overexcited and say it's a brilliant point. They're a good team, but I think we can compete with them, and we have tonight. And I think we've deserved at least a point.
Well, no, you always tend to view games in blocks as you go along, and I suppose this becomes a better point now if you then back that up on Tuesday night with a win at Shrewsbury. Yeah,
of course it does. And listen, you expect people to sort of maybe say, oh, that's 4 without a win now or something. It depends what your narrative is, doesn't it? We block things off. We've lost one game. Would we be happier if we turned one of those away draws into a win? Yeah, of course we would. And we could probably argue that maybe 2 of them could have been 3 points rather than 1. I say I'm all right with that. I'm all right with that. Again, I can be really, really critical and say, no, we've got to do that. We've got to do it better. We've started okay, and that's all we've done. Started okay. It's a long season. It's an accumulation, and if we can go away on Tuesday, and it's a quick. Listen, everyone's played the same. We're a little bit later than everybody else, but we go to a team that hasn't started the season particularly well. I've been pegged back late today in the game earlier on, and we'll be looking to, I suppose, from their perspective, they would maybe look at Rotherham and us and say if we can pick up 4 points from 2 home games, then maybe it's a good return. So, all to play for come Tuesday evening.
Got to finish by asking you about those county fans. 2,500 here today on a Saturday night. I mean, probably would have been 4,000 if it was a Saturday 3 o'clock. Great for them to get that moment right at the end.
Yeah, and it's good. It's good for everyone. Like I say, that there's no better feeling. And listen, it's always, I suppose, emphasised a little bit more when you do score late, because there is that adulation so close to the final whistle. But they've supported us all night, and probably as the game progressed and got more and more towards the end, they thought it wasn't going to be our evening. So for the players to have their moment in front of them, and then for everybody at the end to thank them for the support is brilliant. I don't. They know what we are. They know what the players are. The players will give everything. We can look back and maybe think we let some people down last week just in terms of our performance. When you look back on stats, we probably weren't that bad. Leighton Orient were very, very clinical. But we need to work at that sort of thing. But tonight is a good night for us, and sends everybody home from here that has made the sacrifice to travel and support us, sends them home a little bit happier than they would have been maybe 15-20 minutes ago.
Appreciate your time, Dave. Thank you.
You're welcome. Cheers. Thank you.